The first time I was exposed to the concept of old money and new money was when I saw Titanic in the 90s. If you remember, Molly, who was played by Kathy Bates, was considered new money. And so she was kind of not really part of the rest of the pack, and she was kind of the cool lady on the ship, who was on Jack's side because she had been there herself. In this video, we're gonna talk about what old money style is and why I keep putting it in quotes, what it isn't, how it compares to a new money style, and the elements of this style that you can adopt to your wardrobe and your style right now. And of course, I've got outfits throughout the video that I put together that kind of feature this look. Now, if you've seen the old money style talked about recently, it's probably on TikTok, because I feel like the last couple years, people are like, what is old money style wearing for spring? Or, you know, what does old money wear to this event or whatnot? And honestly, a lot of them seem very costumey. Someone who actually has old money is not gonna wear a sweatshirt and a pleated skirt. Like, that looks a little costumey. Or something that's very like gloves and tweed and hats, and something that looks like you would see in a photograph of old money. We are in the year 2023, and just because someone has old money doesn't mean that they're dressing like they're from the 1940s. So when we talk about old money style, it is a style, it is an aesthetic. It does come from a stereotype of what people think that people with old money dress like, and they do dress like on certain occasions, but when you're talking about large groups of people, it's really hard to pigeonhole them all into one little adjective or one style. So this is more of an aesthetic than anything. The other thing with old money style is that someone who actually does have old money and dresses with old money and is in this old money club, it's almost like a club, because to us, a woman would be walking around in a two-piece beige sweater set, and we're like, oh, you look great, but whatever. And to someone in that old money club, they would know that that's the almost $2,000 sweater set from The Row. The Row is a very big brand that caters to that old money clientele. Now, you don't have to have old money to love this aesthetic. Even last summer, we were talking about the Grandma Coastal, which is kind of a cousin to the old money aesthetic. And these are all aesthetics. You definitely don't have to be a grandmother or live on the coast in order to like the Grandma Coastal look, obviously. And you don't have to have old money in order to like the old money aesthetic or old money style. Old money style has everything, I mean everything to do with fit, quality, and fabric. I've actually partnered with Lily Silk for this video because their quality and fit are right in line with this video topic. I'll be showing you more of these pieces throughout the video. If you're trying to achieve this look or this aesthetic, you're gonna wanna try to stay away from any poorly made items, poorly fitting items, and definitely ones where the fabric looks kind of cheap. I will link a video I did on cheap looking clothes in the description box. Natural fibers like silk, cotton, linen, cashmere, these can all immediately look very expensive and very effortless and very old, that fits that old money aesthetic without really trying too hard. And I think that is one of the things to think about too, is that a lot of these old money styles and old money aesthetics, they're not trying very hard. They're not out there being like, how do I look old money today? They're very much wearing what feels natural to them, and what feels natural is usually some high-end natural fiber. That was what they've been raised in. It doesn't even feel special because they've worn it all their lives. One outfit formula that is very casual but is definitely an old money aesthetic and very easy to replicate is to simply put a classic style top in a classic color with some straight leg denim and cute but also classic footwear. Here I'm wearing this very old money, classic looking top by Lily Silk, and I've paired it with some ankle length straight leg jeans. No distressing, and I was playing around with the footwear, but I like both of these options. Of course, a button down falls into this category as well, the quintessential classic outfit, and here I have a navy silk button down from Lily Silk. If you like button downs, I would highly suggest checking out their silk ones. I have several, and they are amazing. And then of course, a regular white button down, which most of us own, pair of jeans. Again, classic outfit. I feel like this is a very old money casual outfit. Here's even a picture of Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. This would have been in like the 90s. And you know, it still looks like an outfit you would wear today, because classic is definitely the way to go when it comes to this old money aesthetic. Dripping in diamonds is not what I think of when I think of old money. And also, If someone is wearing diamonds, it's probably passed down from generations. You know, that's not really something you can go out and buy, but it's usually a more natural looking set of jewelry. Old money styles normally sticks to neutral colors like white, black, taupe, beige, lighter colors like pastels, and more muted, darker colors like navy or burgundy and hunter green. I feel like green is a great, beautiful old money color. And we'll see some red here and there as well. I've mentioned in many videos that I love the look of black and white together, and I feel like that is a color combination that most of us already have in our closets. The thing to do if you were trying to get this old money aesthetic is to really look and make sure that they are in really nice quality fabrics. There's no holes in it for sure, no stains. It fits well, and it's a little bit more of a relaxed fit. I don't see this old money style being super tight and constricting. Like, that just does not scream old money at all to me. So I put together that silk tissue top with these white silk pants from Lily Silk. And these, by the way, I'm 5'6", and a lot of times these pants are super long, but these are the perfect height for a low heel. I could probably wear flats with these as well, but I love them with like a really low heel. And then I love them with this top. They are a little bit different colors. I've expressed to you that I love that. I love different color shades of like white and beige and cream paired together. That is a personal preference. You might not like that. That is totally fine. But I love that. And then I wasn't sure if I liked it with the belt or without. I will look at that later when I'm editing and decide. I want to say I'm going to probably like it better with the belt, but we'll see. The dressing like old money is not doing all the things and putting all the things on there. It's very effortless. It's a very effortless look. Put this silk tissue top with a pair of jeans as well, because I feel like it makes a very effortless and feminine outfit, but it still looks polished and put together. By the way, these Lily Silk pieces I'm showing you are all made of high quality cashmere or mulberry silk, or a blend of both, but are actually very affordable, which is why I love partnering with Lily Silk. And Lily Silk is even worn by some of these people, you know, these celebrities who run in the old money circles. They're not necessarily old money, but they do run in those circles, and they probably buy the same things. Like Gwyneth Paltrow wears Lily Silk. Emily Ratajkowski, she wears Lily Silk. I mean, there's lots of celebrities who can buy whatever they want, and they choose to buy Lily Silk. Someone in that crew of having old money and, you know, dresses with old money, with old money, they don't look like something like on a billboard walking out on the street. You wouldn't immediately be like, wow, what a ravishing looking woman. They're probably dressed in something very normal looking, a very classic style, something very just, you know, normal every day. But when you look a little bit closer, you see that that garment was made with impeccable detail. It is impeccable quality. The color is a distinct richness. It is 100%, most definitely, a natural fiber, or if it is a synthetic fiber, it is super high quality. Old money outfits are not flashy and trendy, they are refined and classic. Brands like The Row, Ralph Lauren Purple Label, Brunello Cucinelli, Kitan, they all cater to this crowd. And if you look into those brands, they're all very classic, timeless pieces, but they are very high quality. New money, on the other hand, new money. This all sounds just like it's a term that someone made up, and I highly doubt anyone who actually has old money is like, I'm old money. And I don't think that anyone who is considered new money is like, I'm new money. Like, it's kind of a weird term, but it's the term we use that we all know what we're talking about. And a new money look is more brand names, logos, not necessarily like head to toe logo, but for instance, I have this beautiful, lovely green Bottega bag. It's in a beautiful, vibrant color. That is very much a new money look. That is not old money look, even though Bottega definitely caters on some level to that old money crowd. They have a lot of very trendy, like catering to the millennial crowd for sure. I'm very okay with this. I gotta be honest. I love the old money style. I love the aesthetic. And a lot of times that really resonates with me, but I have lots of days where I'm like, you know what this outfit needs? It needs my green bag. And I don't know what style that is, but it just needs it and I love it. And so that's what I do. And that's how I would love for everyone to take these kinds of videos. Adopt what resonates with you into your own style. Things that you love about this style, try to adopt them into your own wardrobe and make them a part of your style. None of these videos are about going out and trying to copy a certain aesthetic or style. I mean, unless it just 100% resonates with you and you're like, this is where I live 100% of the time, this is me. The other thing to note is neither one of these, old money or new money or no money or whatever, is right or wrong or good or bad. They're just different looks, they're different styles. Now I have this black silk dress from Lily Silk. It is very, I just feel like this and this top I'm wearing too, which I'll talk about in a second, but it's very old money aesthetic looking for sure. It's very simple, very classic, very effortless, just, you know, very timeless. It doesn't look like you're constricted or uncomfortable. This is the epitome of a classic dress in my opinion. I have this top. It's this sheer top I got from Reformation about, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. And I always almost listed on Poshmark because I'm like, I just don't know if I'm into it anymore. And then I'll find a way that I wanna wear it and I put it with something and I'm back in love with it again. So I put it with this dress as something different. When I edit all this footage, I will really decide if I like it or not, but that was, I was playing around in my clothes, which I recommend everyone doing. It's such a great experience. But what I also love with this black dress, and I feel like would be a very old money look, is to put a trench coat over it. Oh my goodness, that just looks so, classy and chic and effortless and timeless. All of those words that if you like this style, you love using because you wanna like embody those words. That is this outfit to me. This top, by the way, is also Lily Silk. It is a silk and cashmere blend, and it does come in an ivory color as well. I just liked the black because I've mentioned before, I've been having a black moment where I've just really been loving black. Black is a big color for spring. That's not why I like it, but I'm finding a lot of styles in spring fabrics that are in black, and I'm kind of here for that right now. Another way that people get old money style wrong, I feel like in a lot of these photographs we see, is we will see women in, you know, diamonds, dripping with diamonds, and a beautiful gown, and doing something very casual. And you know, tell me if I'm wrong, but I bet you $1 million you go over to Nantucket and find the old money crowd boating, and they're probably in a sweatshirt and shorts and some sunglasses, just like the rest of us. Now we're getting into spring and summer, and if you were part of the Rockefellers, you're probably gonna vacation somewhere, and I don't even think they call it vacationing. What do they call it? Basically, you're gonna stay at some estate in Nantucket or the Hamptons, and like certain parts of the Hampton, Martha's Vineyard and that kind of thing, and you're going to boat and do things on the property. And so let's talk about what you'd be wearing if you were invited as a guest that weekend and you wanted to kind of fit right in with the crowd. You're definitely gonna want some natural fibers, as we talked about, and you're gonna wanna keep it, you know, relax. Like, let's say they were like, we're going on a yacht, okay? We're going on our yacht tomorrow morning. It gets a little bit chilly when you're on your yacht. And up there in the Northeast, it definitely gets a little chilly in the evenings, sometimes in the afternoons. You're gonna wear something long sleeve up top. They might be wearing a, you know, Vineyard Vines sweatshirt. I think a nice stripe is always a good option. A stripe is very classic. It definitely screams old money. I feel like that is definitely something people think of when they think of the old money style. So I would stay there. I also see like a beautiful white linen dress with a straw handbag and some flat nude shoes. I feel like that also feels like very summertime old money aesthetic. Another integral part of the old money aesthetic is layering. And I know we're about to get into warmer months, but again, if you're gonna be invited by the Rockefellers or the Vanderbilts or something, and they're taking you on their yacht in the Hamptons, then you could definitely layer. And so then we get into the sweater over the shoulders look. That is a look. I just feel like whenever it's like sweater over the shoulders and pleated mini skirt and Harvard sweatshirt, that's a little bit costumey. That's a little bit trying to look like that, and it ends up not being very successful. A sweater over your outfit is definitely a great way to go. And this could be over something very basic. We got our button down and jeans, put a sweater over it, and that also can look very old money. I feel like I put that same outfit in, I did a video like maybe a year ago or something on rich mom outfits. I say that very facetiously, but anyway, that was an outfit I believe I showed in that video. I feel like if you're going to go for this old money aesthetic, I would definitely have in the back of your head to layer when possible. You could also put a white shirt underneath a lot of your button downs, or even something like this. Maybe even my sheer top would look great underneath something. Can be another way you can layer. Now with this old money aesthetic, if our lady is gonna go to an event or she's going to a summer brunch in the Hamptons. She probably is going to wear a beautiful, bright colored summer floral or a bright colored dress or something that's very, something very festive, something very summery looking. Focus will be a lot on the dress, but it won't be overpowered by huge accessories. And of course, pearls. I always forget about pearls, but pearls is something we all think about when you think of old money. You don't have to wear pearls in order to obtain the old money aesthetic, but that is definitely a piece of jewelry that, it gets passed down from generation to generation. And so a lot of people who have old money do own pearls. The biggest difference between old money style and new money style is the representation of logos. Old money style, it just goes hand in hand with the big trend we are seeing right now of quiet luxury. I love that that's a trend. I think I've said that. I think it's funny. It's a style, it really doesn't ever go out of style, but quiet luxury, no logos represented. Kind of like you're only gonna know that that is a $15,000 bag if you know that that's a $15,000 bag. So to us, we see a green leather handbag, but to the people in that old money circle, they see a $30-something thousand Birkin bag. There's no logos anywhere. It's kind of like, if you know, you know. There's a quote that says money talks, wealth whispers, but I really feel like with the old money crowd, it's more like money talks, wealth is completely silent, because they don't need to say a word. They just know that if you know, you know. They're not interested in advertising it to the rest of the world. Old money outfits are, like we've said before, not flashy or trendy. They're more refined and classic. This doesn't mean that you can't incorporate some trends into an outfit that has that old money aesthetic, but it's really gonna be more subtle trends, something very, still very laid back, probably more relaxed. Like one of those dresses with the cutouts on the rib cage, that are still very modest. I feel like that could be an old money look, but a dress that has cutouts all over the place and looks like you got shredded by a tiger, that's not gonna look very old money. It doesn't even look new money, it just looks like a very trendy look. And new money, of course, there is a lot of logos present. There's a lot more vibrancy, a lot more color. And again, neither one of these are bad or good, or wrong or right, these are just different. And if you think about it, someone who has worked their whole life and gotten up and failed and gotten up and started over again and finally got there, and they've been eyeing a Chanel bag their entire life and they finally have the money to buy it, they probably don't want to hide that. They want what they want, and they're really proud of it and proud of their accomplishments, and they want that Chanel bag with the logo on it and everything, and I think that is great. There's nothing wrong with that. So like I said, there's no right or wrong, good or bad. These are just different looks. I think it's worth saying, I might edit this out, we'll see, but the whole old money style and old money aesthetic, and even being actual old money, is a lot more than what you're dressed like. What you're dressed like is a humongous piece of it, but it's also, you have to think about people who are actually born into old money, like the Rockefellers, the Hearst, the Vanderbilts. They are raised in a very different way. They are groomed to manage their family affairs, to manage this lifestyle. They are very much raised in a different way than a lot of other people are. And so they embody this enoughness, like they feel like they are enough. They have enough, they have plenty. They don't have a scarcity mindset. They don't feel like they need to show all these things that they have, because their whole entire life they've been surrounded by other people who also have all those things. So they don't feel like it's something they need to, show. So therefore, this quiet luxury, this very, discreet luxury falls right in line with that. You guys watched the show called You on Netflix? I started watching it, and then it got a little dark, but then I was like, I'm in it, I gotta finish it. Well, I finished it, and one thing I kind of got inspired for this video by the last season, because the main character, can't remember what was his name. Anyway, Joe. So he gets involved with this very old money crowd in London. It's mostly guys, but they'll have them dressed in these very classic, classy outfits, the ones that have old money. And then there's the guy that is basically broke and he's lost all his money and kind of trying to marry up because he's going out and, going broke and everything. And he's in a very ostentatious clothing, a very loud and obviously expensive outfits. And I thought that was funny the way that they dressed them. Like the old money guys were just very classic, toned down. And of course the guy who was you know, broke was the very flashy guy. Thought that was interesting. Anyway, I hope you like this video, but let me know what you think, and let me know if you like this style or if you like a combination of it. Sometimes I'm like, I love classic and polished, and other times I feel like a lot of color and I feel like a lot of bling, and I feel like it's all okay. So let me know what you think. Thank you to Lily Silk for sponsoring this video. I will link everything you need below in the description box, and along with the discount code, and I will see you next time.